Hello and welcome, I'm Tor Richie Burney and today we are entering the world of channel television. The broadcasters have been providing islanders of news, sports and weather for half a century now. So, as the 50th anniversary is approaching, my team and I will be following the employees in the daily life of Channel ITV. How long have you worked in Channel ITV?
I've worked at Channel for the past 5 years, doing this job the whole time, although various other bits and bobs during that 5 years.
What inspired you to work at Channel ITV rather than any other news?
Well, I trained as a journalist, but I trained in print as well as broadcast journalism, so I'd done a bit of print, a bit of radio, a bit of television, and the television was really what appealed to me. I like the mixture of the pictures and the creativity, along with being able to write, because that's something that really interests me.
What do you do in a normal day of work?
Well, every day is a bit different. It's not like jobs where you do the same thing every day. But my day generally always starts with a news meeting at 9 o'clock. We come to work and we have a morning news meeting, which is with our colleagues in Guernsey, because obviously we're a pan-island organisation. So we sit down and we have a meeting with our news editor and with all the other reporters, and we discuss the different stories that are happening, what we could be covering that day, and what we are going to cover. So once that's decided, then if a story isn't already set up, then we'll hit the phone, start calling people, setting stories up, we'll go out filming. Obviously we'll need to do interviews, we'll need to get the pictures. We come back, you have to finish writing it if it still needs writing, so we'll script and then obviously edit it, and that needs to all be done by 6 o'clock by the time we go on air, and ideally a little bit earlier.
I've worked here at Channel TV for coming up for 16 years now. I joined in May 1997 when we moved to this new building that we're in now, which was new then obviously. So I've been here for the duration of that time.
What inspired you then to work here?
What inspired me to work here? I'd wanted to be a sports journalist for years, and I did a course in radio broadcasting back in Scotland, and I thought that would be what I would want to do, but I actually found when I was doing the broadcasting course that I really enjoyed the technical side of things more than the journalism side of things. So I came down, I was working in Guernsey, and I decided one day I wanted to change my career, so I walked in off the street one day and said, have you got any jobs going? And they didn't, but there was going to be a job coming up in 9 months' time, because at the time a lady called Rose Henry, who had been working for Channel TV for 30 odd years, was retiring, and so I thought, right, I'll have her job. So I stuck around for 9 months, and I realised that it was what I wanted to do in my life, so I came in on my holidays, my days off, and eventually got the job that I'm doing now.
How's the technology changed from when you originally started working here to now?
It's difficult really to say, because it's kind of evolved rather than changed dramatically. You kind of don't see things change in front of your face. If I was here 15 years ago and then I had left for 14 years and then came back, I would notice a massive difference, but having been here throughout the whole 15-16 years, you kind of forget how things have just gradually changed as you've gone along. So I suppose they've probably changed quite a lot. I think the biggest change would be that when I first started, although we did have computers, we didn't have the online element, and we didn't do so much stuff that involves data and technology along those lines. When I first started, it was analog, tape recording. We still record onto tape, but gradually that's changing, and I think that's probably the biggest difference, is that a lot of technology has evolved in that time.
Suzanne Pontin, and I'm an account manager here at Channel Television.
Okay. How long have you been working at Channel ITV?
I'm in my 4th year working here at Channel.
And what inspired you to work here?
I'd worked previously with the people in the company when I'd worked from outside television. I'd worked with people here and on different projects. Really liked the company, thought it would be a great place to work, and an opportunity became available, and so I moved here.
And what do you get up to in your normal working day here?
Day-to-day life here at Channel, my main role here is selling commercials, corporate production and sponsorship of programmes, and I also run the Sports Personality of the Year Awards, which is a Pan-Island, Channel Island event celebrating sporting achievements in the islands.
Is there any big celebratory plans for the 50th anniversary of your company?
There's a few different things going on. Obviously on screen is important to us. It is our 50th and we want to let Islanders know that it's our 50th and that we're celebrating that. So we're using a lot of footage from our archive. That's the great thing about Channel. It's one of our huge advantages, is we have this fantastic archive of everything that's been going on in the islands over the past 50 years. So we've brought out a lot of things from that, and every month we're running a different feature and asking viewers to vote for their favourite bit. So this month, for example, we're running an entertainment bit. We've previously run what was your favourite news story from the past 50 years. So it's a chance to use all that material, and that's really been the focus of our on-screen coverage. And then off-screen, well, we're obviously having a bit of a party to celebrate having been around this long.
Can you explain to us how Channel ITV has evolved since working here or before?
Channel Television has really moved on in the past few years. I think when ITV has moved forward and the set for the presenters changes, reading the news and so forth, we followed suit with a similar look to our set. And we're now owned by ITV. So we're ITV Channel Television, so we're part of the whole ITV network. So we're a region now, very much operating the same as we were previously. I think the Channel Islands are quite unique, and what we do here in the Channel Islands is unique. It's hugely important to our viewers to catch up on the day's news, breaking stories on television, as well as on our website channelonline.tv, and also the weather, our weather programmes, our sport programmes. So we're quite unique in the fact that we have the islands to cover as a whole, and it's very important to the viewer to have us here.
So we're out here in the Vale as a Channel ITV filmed part of today's news.
Channel in 3 words. Nah, that's a difficult one. Chaos but fun.